What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. What it is, what it ain't, what it do, what it does. I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day wherever you are, wherever this video finds you. I just had to come on here and speak about my creations and just how about, you know what, I had a previous video, like 2 videos down, where it says you're not late, you know, you're right on time. And I was directing it and I made a post about it over on Instagram and Threads, Twitter, and all that other good shit. But I was just like, in a nutshell, it just means I was speaking to my creatives, my healers, the alchemists, and all the beautiful creative people that's been pushing out products and services and to no avail. They haven't been getting any feedback, haven't been getting any traction. When you know your shit hard, when you know your shit, you know, when you know you G with it, and you're just like, oh, why am I doing this? Why did I make this website? Why do I keep promoting my business? Why do I keep posting and talking about it and I'm not getting any sales? And, you know, no one is really hitting me up. But I just want to let you know, you were doing all of that and you were before your time, but you were on time because God gave you the vision and He gave you the service, the product, the energy to create whatever He gave you. He placed it in your heart, placed it in your soul, that only you could deliver it, only you could bring it the way that you bring it, only you could do what you do. You know, only you could do the voodoo that you do. You hear me, baby boo? So yeah, you were just a little early back in the day, and in that you were learning how to cultivate your ideas and bring them to life, how to write shit down on paper and bring it to life, how to cultivate a business. In your personal life, you learned how to show up for yourself. So discipline and perseverance was developed, all while you thinking you putting out a business, you putting out a service, but you're also developing you. It just hit me. Thank you, God. You were in A&R, you were in artist development before, and now is the time. Alignment is the assignment. Now is the time for you to be able to present that, because the masses are ready for it now. Back then, you know, they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all want me. So now what you were talking about 5 plus 10 years ago is what is ready to be, how I'm trying to put it, what you was doing back then. Now the world is on it and they looking for it, they searching for it. So in my other video, I had said, you know, maybe you were doing tarot, maybe you were doing massages, maybe you were giving out healing services, maybe you were talking about herbs and spices and flowers, and maybe you were trying to tell people to plant a garden, plant a seed, and they just was like, whatever. Now everybody's like, oh, I want to start a garden. Oh, I want to learn how to do yoga. I want to do Pilates. Oh, I could really use a reading. I don't know what's going on in my life. I could really use some guidance. I could really use a mentor. I could really use a big sister. I could really use a tribe. I could really use a community. I could really use a space. I could really use somebody, and that somebody is you. And I was also speaking to myself, because a couple years ago I expressed myself in many forms, many ways: writing, dance, making these videos, coming up with creative little things. And I had my own little clothing brand, and I got it onto a independent artist. Well, she's independent now, but she was on Issa Rae's music label called Radio. She had a couple tracks on the Insecure TV show, and I just loved her vibe, and I really loved her music. It really allowed me to heal through my situation back in the COVID days, the lockdown days. And I made this shirt, Big Alchemist Energy. And at the time, everybody was, oh, I'm trapped in a house with Bae. I'm cabin fever with Bae. Me and Bae. So the angels gave me Bae, and I was like, oh, I wish I had my own Bae. And that's where COVID is where I really locked down and learned how to love on myself and take care of myself for real, show myself some self-love and to heal myself. So I had the time. We all had the time. And so while people was laying up, getting sexed on, rubbed on, I'm like, dang, I'm over here dry as the Sahara. I ain't got nobody to lay up with. God said, you know, be your own Bae. And the Bae transformed into Big Alchemist Energy. And everyone knows that an alchemist turns sugar to shit, lead to gold, lemons to lemonade. You transform the pain, you transmute the pain into power, into something beautiful, into something that will fuel you, keep you nourished. later on. So back in 2020, that's when Big Alchemist energy came to me. And like I said in my previous video, I don't speak on nothing if I ain't went through it, if I ain't experienced it. So I am an alchemist. I am a true alchemist. I am the alchemist of the zodiac, a Scorpio. I die many times, many times, and I come back in a new form of fashion. Every 3 to 5 days, I'm doing something new. Every 3 to 5 days, I have a renewed spirit, I have a renewed mind, I have a renewed energy. Every 3 to 5 business days, I can't make this up. I be tired of me. I know everybody else around me be tired of me, because I be tired of me. What I wanted on Tuesday is not what I want on Friday, and that's okay. That's okay. I evolve and transmute at a fast rate, at a very fast rate. So the alchemist energy came to me because at that time in my life, I was alchemizing all the hurt and pain that I had endured from family members and friends and my child's father at the time. I was transmuting all that heartache and that heartbreak into something more powerful for myself. So I said, instead of crying and taking on the victim mindset of why me, why me, why me, I said, let me turn that inward and be like, yeah, why me? And let it build me up. So I put Big Alchemist on a shirt, and I just put it out there. I really wasn't trying to get no traction from it. I just put it out there, and everybody was like, whoa, I like that. I love Alchemist. I love this. I love your new look. I had cut my hair all the way down to the bone. So I was walking around with a bald head. You know what they say when a woman cut her hair. So I had cut my hair down to the bone. I dyed it like this ashy pink, and I had on my shirt, and I was just like, you know, Big Alchemist energy. I'm my own babe. I'm my own magic. The magic is within. And I was just talking shit, just popping my shit, and everybody's like, oh, I need that shirt. I didn't have no shirts in production. I was just like, okay. So I sold a couple sweatshirts, and it wasn't a shirt, it was a sweatshirt. I don't know what people's fascination is with crew neck sweaters and hoodies and shit like that, but t-shirts are a thing of the past. Everybody wants a hoodie. So I said, I'm gonna be different, and I'm gonna sell some hoodies in the middle of the summertime. And they were buying them. And I was just like, whoa. That was my first little taste of the entrepreneurial spirit when it came to my clothing brand, or just a brand in general. So I've been building the Big Alchemist brand ever since 2020, and showing people physically like, hey, I was unemployed, I had a child, and I am now a single mother. I have baby daddy issues too. My mother broke my heart. She was my first hater, my first jealousy, my first envy, my first heartache. My dad broke my heart as well. My siblings broke my heart as well. I went through the turmoil, the depression, the self-doubting, harming, thinking about hurting myself, taking myself out many times, harming others, because hurt people, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. And now here I stand before you, radiant as ever, and expressive as ever. So I'm just here to tell you, creatives, keep going. The time is now. Keep putting it out. And you're not starting over from scratch. You're starting over, and this time you have better experience, you have a better foundation. And with that said, back in 2021, along with Big Alchemist energy, I had got this. Alignment is the assignment. So this is what I've been pushing lately, because the shirts got out of hand. I lost my job, and I couldn't really keep them into production. And then the demand for them went down. And then my energy went down, and I don't like putting out stuff when my energy is not right, because it's just yuck. Why would I be buying something from you or promoting something and I'm down in the dumps? I'm promoting Big Alchemist energy, all this positive energy, and turning your pain into power, when I'm over here crying every night, crying myself to sleep every night. Like, that's not good for business. That's not balanced. That's not conducive. That's counterproductive, actually. So I took some time to heal and get into alignment. I didn't know that the phrase that God gave me, when we in 26, that he gave me 5 years ago, 5 is the year of change. I didn't know that what he gave me was actually my assignment. I thought it was just another witty way to make some money and to put something on a shirt. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll throw it on a hoodie, God. I wrote it down in my journal and everything. And but then last year it hit me, and I got it put on a hat. and I was wearing it, and everybody was saying they like it, they like it, they like it, they like it. I want one. I was like, I said, I'm not selling these at the moment. I'm not doing anything with this at the moment. It's just for me. It was, you know, empowerment for me. But I brought it back. As you can see, I had a black bucket hat. I chose a blue one this time. And I also have a pink dad cap for all, because, you know, all the healed girls love pink. All the pretty girls love pink. Real pink girl shit. You feel me? So I'm falling in love with pink again. As you can see, the nails, this. I have some other pink items. And they say when you heal and when your heart is opening up and it's receptive and it's soft, you'll start liking pink again. Go figure, right? So alignment is the assignment. And what alignment looked like for me was I had to get back in tune with my star player. My star player is me. So alignment for me was listening to my intuition the first time. Of course, getting my proper rest. Not waiting until I'm exhausted and depleted and have cancer to want to rest, but resting when my body says, hey, we need a break. And not taking that as a sign of weakness or a sign to go harder, but actually taking a break. Listening, using my discernment, because as a gifted person, as a creative, you know, as an intuitive, you know when people aren't good for you, you know when they on some shit, but you still try to be like, okay. No, taking the rose colored glasses off and seeing everyone and everything for what it is. Discernment and clarity. Alignment for me looks like being consistent with what I say, because a lot of times we don't have what we desire because we are not in alignment to receive it, of course, and we're not doing the things to hold it. So it's not that you can't have the $50,000 in your bank account right now, but are you consistently taking care of your debts? Have you paid down your debts? Are you working on your credit? Is your credit score up? Do you owe anybody? Are you also giving, you know, or are you just saying I want the $50,000, but you're gonna do with the $50,000? You feel me? So for me, it was consistency. I would say things, do it for maybe a couple days, and then just stop because I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling this. But consistently getting up, doing my workout, eating right, giving myself the proper rest consistently, doing my face routine consistently. Like, I don't care how I feel or what done transpired, I'm gonna do this consistently. Also, alignment for me, like alignment will look like different things for different people, but for me, discipline. Along with the consistency, I needed the discipline. Consistency and discipline go hand in hand with to me, because they kind of mean the same thing to me. A lot of reasons why people don't go far is because they don't have the discipline, and you're really just lacking consistency because you're not getting up doing everything that you said you're going to do, and you're not having the discernment and the mindset to be like, hey, this is what I want to do. And what else is alignment? Also is just pouring into myself. Me. In this season, it's me, not Harry, not Hermione, you, me. It's me. In this season, I am watering me. If it ain't got nothing to do with Zanisha, Honeybee, me, I don't want to hear it. If it's not taking me up, elevating me, if it don't have me laughing and cheesing and skinning and grinning, I don't want no parts of it. But me, I'm pouring into me. I'm taking the time back to, like I said, get my rest, nourish my body with healthy foods, hydrate myself with plenty of water, going outside and doing these hobbies, not self-sabotaging myself, but actually going out and intently to have a good time, to be seen, to be heard, to mingle with other people. What else is alignment looking like for me? That about sums it all up. For real, yeah. Yeah, but like I said, the time is not, alignment is now. The time is alignment. The season, the word for the year and the years to come is to get into alignment. Lock in with your star player. Lock in with you so you can do what you really want to do, and you could manifest that freedom, that time, that cash flow, that business for you. It's not far-fetched. Everything that you think of, if you thinking it, you can do it. Will you do it? Should you always do it? Nah, we don't want to let our intrusive thoughts win, but The positive things that you can think of and that you see in your mind's eye, they're put into your mind's eye because you can have them, but you just have to get into alignment to receive them. You have to, instead of just saying, I want $50,000, you have to get yourself into alignment emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, to be able to even hold the capacity of what you're asking for. I wouldn't be able to okay, let me see. The way that I'm living right now and the freedom that I feel within and the self-love that I have for myself and how I'm pouring into myself, I wouldn't be able to do that had I not chose me. You feel me? And consistently did all those things that I just named. I wouldn't be here smiling and radiating before you right now. So you know what you need to do to lock in and to get into alignment. You know what works for you. Only you know what works for you. You are your star player. You know your playbook. So I have these little, I call them alignment adornments because you are adorning your crown. This is what they look like. Nice little full brim to block the sun, block them haters, you feel me? I usually have a fro. So it fits. It's a one size fits all. So it fits if you have a fro, like a fro like this high, but you're gonna have to smush it down and your hair will probably be sticking out on the side. But you know, if you got a cute little bust down, you got some braids or something, you could wear this, you know, instead of always wearing a scarf. I love headgear. It's one of my favorite accessories besides jewelry, gold jewelry and bracelets and rings. I love hair gear. I love me a good hat. I love me a good beanie. I love me a good hoodie. I love me a good cap. So instead of walking out with just a scarf or a bonnet, I was like, let me get me a hat. So this is the blue denim bucket hat. You know, millennials, we love us some denim. I also have the pink baseball cap. It's adjustable. This is also one size fits all. So if you got a big head, it adjusts for you because I got a large head too. This is how it looks. I like this one. This is my favorite one. You know, see how it looks. Alignment is the assignment in pink. This is embroidered. So it's stitched on there. It's not coming off. You can wash it. It'll still be intact. It won't be looking all rusty and falling off. Real cute, real nice in the back. You feel me? So this is what I have for y'all. And if you guys are interested in wearing the crown adornments, alignment is the assignment, and you with the movement of being in alignment, you feel me? Then, you know, you can check the link and click the link and check out my shop. These are the only two that I have right now. These are only two that I have right now, but you know, if more colors, but you know, people want more colors and all that good stuff, I would try to accommodate if you want another color. But for right now, this is it for the now. And I'm so excited about this venture. Because alignment is the assignment, boo. Let's get into it. Let's get into formation.